dietary fat, like the kind found in butter, eggs, cheese, olives, red meat, and fresh fish. Fat is a great fuel for your body because it is extremely energy dense. Every gram of fat has 2.25 times more energy than a gram of carbohydrate. And contrary to a long-standing myth, fat doesn't clog up your arteries. Most important, this energy source doesn't flood your body with insulin, which is why adding fat into your diet is critical to reversing insulin resistance and halting dangerous blood sugar spikes. In fact, when a group of overweight type...
Okay, I've been watching this video for about 12 minutes now. I consider these hostage videos. She's claiming that she can get rid of type 2 diabetes in everyone. And all you gotta do is follow her simple rules. But yet she runs you down a road of rambling for, I bet you it's gonna go on for at least another 15 more minutes. And at the end, it is going to cost me money. You wanna watch?
2 diabetic patients added fat back into their diets, their sensitivity to insulin increased by an amazing 75% in just 2 weeks. And here's something you'll really love. Even though the participants were eating more fat, they actually lost weight, with an average of 3.6 pounds lost in 14 days. That's almost 1 pound every 4 days. That's right, when you eat more fat, you burn more fat. And that's because you only burn fat once insulin is out of your bloodstream.
Sound like Atkins?
In addition to storing glucose, also stores fat. It's a storage hormone, so it stores everything. So once you stop those dangerous insulin surges, your body is free to fire up its fat-burning furnaces again. One other result that might shock you is how this change in eating began to lower their risk for heart disease, because their triglycerides, a key marker for heart disease, dropped by 35% and overall cholesterol by 10% in this same 2-week time period. And that's because dietary fat, including saturated fat, doesn't clog your arteries. For example, in a landmark study that examined 347,747 people over 23 years, no link was found between saturated fat intake and
This
heart
kind of
disease.
stuff happens through the
Fat
whole
also
video.
makes food
She
taste
rambles
good,
on.
so you don't crave added
She holds
sugar.
you
Fat makes
hostage.
you feel full, so you don't want
It's
to
all
overeat.
about some
It activates the hormone
kind of food you can
leptin, your
eat,
body's I'm full signal.
and she
And
calls
fat
it flipping the
repairs your body.
switch,
It helps to rebuild
turning
cell
off
walls. And
diabetes.
here's something else. You must have enough fat to absorb essential nutrients and vitamins. For example, your body cannot absorb vitamins A, D, K, or E without fat. So it doesn't matter how many IUs of vitamin D you gobble down if you don't get enough fat. So yes, it's time to eat. Creamy butter instead of artificial spread. Real crispy bacon. And pour cream in your coffee instead of tasteless skim milk. Ugh. And imagine how easy it is to enjoy vegetables again when you smother your next helping of green beans in butter. When you restore fat to your diet, you'll start eating as your ancestors did and feel the difference in your renewed energy and see it in your lower blood sugar levels. And once you combine eating fat with the other cornerstones of my healthy blood sugar plan, you'll...
Make your health great again. Does that sound like something useful? Maybe. It certainly isn't working for the government, though, is it?
You'll have a powerful arsenal at your fingertips to destroy the scourge of diabetes and high blood sugar once and for all. And here's how. I've gathered my entire plan for healthy blood sugar and fashioned it into a step-by-step guide called Smart Blood Sugar, Healthy Blood Sugar for Life. This is the simple plan you've been waiting for because it cuts through the confusing and contradictory information out there by zeroing in on the exact steps you can take today to heal your blood sugar for good.
Okay, here comes the money, I'm sure.
Inside its pages, you'll find strategies, tools, and dozens of tips on how to fix your blood sugar and reverse type 2 diabetes without relying on drugs, spending a fortune on food, or wasting a lot of time. You'll discover which fats to eat and which to avoid. Although most fats are healthy, some are deadly, especially the #1 most common cooking oil you must stop using today. It can cause runaway inflammation in your joints and trigger heart attacks. You'll also discover how to make healthy choices, a no-brainer, by insulin-proofing your kitchen and pantry. And here's something fun. You get to toss out, or at least never buy again, any carton, tub, or package with the words no fat, low fat, or light on the label. Say goodbye to fat-free cottage cheese forever. You'll also discover how to satisfy your sweet tooth with a sweetener that's 300% sweeter than sugar and that's safe to enjoy. Most artificial sweeteners are nothing more than toxic junk. I'll show you which ones to avoid and the 2 that are safe.
Okay, she keeps telling you she's going to show you this. But she's never going to tell you anything. You'll have to read it in her book. How much do you think this book is? She doesn't care about anybody's health. She cares about her pocketbook. In the end, she was a no-good doctor, apparently, or at least couldn't get a job being a doctor somewhere. She says she's a healthcare provider, but she doesn't seem to be able to prescribe drugs. So let's see what she says later. Does she tell us anything ever? What was the oil we shouldn't have? I mean, at least she could help us out with that, right?
The miracle noodle that has 0 calories and doesn't spike blood sugar. Your pasta days are not over. Which kind of oils give you quick, healthy energy? For example, did you know that coconut oil is a medium-chain fatty acid that mimics the quick energy of carbohydrates? You can dip some of this tropical treat in your coffee, or even lick it off a spoon for a fast pick-me-up. I'll show you which 2 kinds of coconut oil to look for. You'll also see the tasty nut butter snacks I use for hunger emergencies. These treats are small enough to slip into my purse or glove compartment. My favorite flavor is maple almond, an ancient religious practice that's been shown to lower insulin resistance, increase growth hormone, burn fat, and lower fasting insulin levels without an ounce of exercise. And a trunk full more of everyday strategies and tips, like the 9 ingredients you should have in stock at all times, that together will flip your blood sugar switch to on for the rest of your life. Now, how fast can you expect to see results? Most of my patients using the Smart Blood Sugar Plan notice almost immediate changes, if not overnight, then in the first few days. Usually the first change is in their mood and energy levels. They're no longer members of the 3 p.m. zombie brigade. Suddenly they can focus all day. And after about a week, you might look down and notice a slimmer waistline. Many of my patients report fat loss of 3 to 7 pounds in the first week. How's that for a side effect? Next, as the weeks go by, blood tests for glucose levels begin to show improvement as your cells begin to recover from insulin resistance. The amount of improvement depends on several factors, including how closely you follow the plan. But I've had many patients who have reduced their drug prescriptions or even eliminated them completely, like my patient Renee C., who wrote to me. I have also stopped taking 2 other medications I was on. I have lost 30 pounds and lowered my glucose levels by 20 points. Or Scott T., who told me, I feel better today than I have in over 10 years. I've been amazed at the mental clarity, energy, and focus. Plus, the 20 pounds and 7+ inches off my waist is an added bonus. And Frau PB, who came to me with complaints of extreme fatigue, digestive issues, and yo-yoing weight that she just couldn't keep off. At her first appointment, I put her on my Smart Blood Sugar Plan. In the first 7 days, she lost 8 pounds. To date, she's lost almost 40 pounds. And she's no longer fighting constant fatigue. Frauke says, I have such a different outlook. It's been awesome. The biggest surprise? Frauke says, eating real fats, butter, oil, bacon, I have never considered that could work so well because then you're satisfied. And the plan has been completely easy, according to Frauke. It helps that she gets to indulge in her favorite treat, German black bread, smothered in butter and topped with a nice, sharp cheese. And she says, as long as I can have that bread with butter and cheese, I'm good. Look, I'm not promising to reverse your blood sugar problems or your diabetes overnight. These problems weren't made in a day, and they won't be unmade in a day. And to claim anything else would just be dishonest. But I do believe that our bodies possess the ability to heal themselves. We just have to get out of their way and give them the building blocks they need. That's what Smart Blood Sugar does. And it does this at a price so low, it's almost free. In fact, in just a moment, you'll see how to get its life-changing benefits without paying a penny. Now, if you were to come to my wellness center, you'd be looking to spend anywhere from $360 to $550 for a series of visits to help you succeed on this plan. The first visit alone costs $150, and even then, we couldn't cover everything that Smart Blood Sugar reveals. So it seems fair to price Smart Blood Sugar at $150. And although I think that's a great value for what it can do for you, you won't pay that today, because I want to make sure I can help as many people as possible. After all, I believe diabetes and the diseases it leads to are a national epidemic that can be completely avoided, and I'm on a mission to help make this a reality. Plus, by watching this video to the end, you've proven that you're committed to learning how to cure your blood sugar problems. So I want to make that an easy decision right now, because time just isn't on our side when it comes to unhealthy blood sugar.
That's why I'm slashing over $100 off that price, so you make a one-time payment of just $27. Yes, just $27. That's less than you pay for a dinner for 2 at a nice restaurant.
$27. The average person watches, 4 or 5 hours of videos a day. It's amazing how much we sit and watch this stuff. Now, I've been here for quite a while. Another 9, so it's been about 21 minutes total. So I'm sure there's over 1 million people watching this video at this time. That's $27 million. Nice pocketbook.
And here's something you'll really appreciate. With your order, I'm going to include a free complimentary subscription to my monthly newsletter, Dr. Merritt's Natural Health Connections. That's right, when you order my Smart Blood Sugar Guidebook today, you'll get my newsletter, which is itself regularly $47 a year, absolutely free. Here's the advantage. First, you'll receive my guidebook at your home or office, which will show you step by step how to implement my natural blood sugar solution. And then you'll get my support and guidance in the newsletter each month for a full year, and that will help you stay on track for success. Thousands have succeeded with this simple plan, and I know you can too. This is your chance to fix your blood sugar problems naturally, starting today before they do any more damage to your body.
And it's the best chance you have, in my opinion, of avoiding or reversing full-blown diabetes and all of its nasty complications like blindness and amputations. Plus, you build an iron shield against diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's. For all that, I think $27 is an extreme bargain. I would have gladly paid 10 times this amount for this plan 10 years ago. It would have saved me a bundle of time learning how to heal my blood sugar by following a step-by-step plan. And let me make this decision even easier. I don't want you to risk a penny of your money. After all, you and I haven't met in person, shaken hands in my office, or at one of my many lectures across the country. So I completely understand if you feel a little iffy about handing your money to a stranger. No offense taken. I'd feel the same way. So that's why I make the following promise. If you aren't satisfied with Smart Blood Sugar for any reason whatsoever, even if you don't like the colors on your membership page, then just ask for a refund in the next 60 days and you get all your money back.
So that means once you get the book home, take a portable scanner and scan every page. Once you're done with that, turn around and ask for your 60-day guarantee money back.
This means you can try it out risk-free. 60 days is more than enough time to see if it's working for you. I promise. And if it doesn't work or you don't like it, simply send an email to support@smartbloodsugar.com and we'll reverse the charges on your credit card payment. Or you can call 1-877-755-4904 and get your money back right away.
In other words, my natural solution works for you, or it's free. So what's to lose? Nothing but your blood sugar problem. The next step is to click on Order Smart Blood Sugar below. Once you do, you'll be taken to our secure order form that looks like this.
Okay, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Once you order this book and you get it home, and you let it sit on your counter for a week, and then you get around to reading some of it, but most of us are way too busy by the time we get home from work, and the book just sits there. How long do you think it sits there before you decide, I think I'm going to send it back? How much you want to bet it's past 60 days? Most of us procrastinate quite a while before we get around to doing something. What are you supposed to be doing right now that you're not doing it? Like me, I'm supposed to be taking care of something in the garage, but no, I'm watching this video, wasting time making a video.
It uses the most secure socket layer 120-bit encryption, so your credit card and personal information are safe. Once your order is processed, you'll go right to your members' webpage, where you'll get immediate access to the Smart Blood Sugar Guide and all its life-changing information, which you can easily download to your computer and start reading right away. We'll also rush a hard copy of Smart Blood Sugar to your home, so you can read it in your favorite armchair or even in bed at night. And remember, when you order today, you'll also get a free 12-month complimentary subscription to my newsletter, Dr. Merritt's Natural Health Connections. I believe your body has the ability to naturally heal itself if you just give it the basic building blocks of good health, while also eliminating a few things that may be hurting your health. In my newsletter,
Hostage
I regularly talk
videos.
about delicious fatty foods that help lower blood sugar while helping you lose weight. Missing nutrients you can replace that will bring back your energy. The importance of getting proteins. Yes, you can enjoy juicy steaks again. Drugs that do more harm than good, and they're much better natural alternatives. Misinformation in the media, and even in your doctor's office.
Well, if you're still sticking around this far to watch this video, I gotta hand it to you. You like to sit around and do nothing like me. But I'm gonna end this right here, because she's gonna ramble on and on and on until she finally browbeats you into another session ordering her book. So, with that, we're going to end this video right now. So, have fun, stay safe, and happy doctoring, everyone.